This little guy is known as the Tanuki, or the Japanese raccoon dog, if you will. Native to East Asia, this little guy is a real animal with a fake reputation, living a double life as both a shy woodland creature and a supernatural prankster. In the wild, Tanuki belong to the canid family, meaning they're distant relatives of foxes and wolves. But unlike their famous cousins, Tanuki don't hunt in packs or howl at the moon. They're quiet, omnivore foragers that eat everything from berries to insects to frogs and leftover pet food, flexible, opportunistic, and powered entirely by their love for snacks. Their faces are marked with dark eye patches, however, they are not raccoons at all. It's just a case of evolutionary overlap and unfortunate branding. They are one of the only canids that hibernate. In colder regions, the Tanuki bulk up in autumn and spend the winter tucked away in burrows, living off of body fat. They don't enter full hibernation, but they slow way down, much like yourself after that Indian buffet. However, in Japanese folklore, the Tanuki is something else entirely, magical, shape-shifting, and usually up to no good. They're tricksters with the power to transform into anything, from teapots to monks to shopkeepers, often to confuse or mess with humans. And whenever you see a statue of a Tanuki, they're cheerful, round-bellied, and almost always holding a bottle of sake and a promissory note that they have no intention of paying back. And yes, if you've seen the Tanuki statues in Japan, you've probably noticed the very exaggerated anatomy. Folklore attributes them with oversized magical testicles used for fortune and transformation. The real animal, not nearly as dramatic, but the myth, that's full-on folklore. In real life, however, the Tanuki are shy and mostly nocturnal. They prefer forests, farmland, and quiet suburban edges. They live in mated pairs, often sticking with the same partner long term. They're not aggressive, they don't bark much, and unless you're a worm or an unattended rice ball, they tend to avoid conflict. They're common in Japan and parts of China and Russia, but populations have declined in some areas due to hunting and habitat laws. Meanwhile, they've been introduced to parts of Europe, so, add that to the long list of animals casually thriving in places they weren't invited. So what can we learn from the Tanuki? Well, first, your reputation and your reality don't always match, and that's okay. And if people think you have magic powers and a drinking problem, maybe just roll with it. There's worse legacies.